Alright, what's going on, guys? We did have the roster update. It was a bit of a shock with some of the players that went up and did not go up. So let's just take a look. Diamond wise, DeGrom, Scherzer, and Burns are guys that got upgrades even more. DeGrom goes to a 95, rightfully so. He might be the first big price pitcher that we've had in the game for a while. So we'll see what his price looks like in a couple of days once the prices sort themselves out. Max Scherzer hits a 90 overall, and Corbin Burns goes up again to an 88. Freddie Freeman drops out of the 90s, which is, I mean, with his batting average, it's understandable, but he does drop. Vlad, of course, goes up. I mean, it's ridiculous what he's doing right now. Brandon Woodruff also goes up. Matt Olson continues to climb as well. We go down. Liam Hendricks. I had a feeling he was going to go up. He's pitching really good. Yuli went to Diamond, highest Diamond of this update. Goes from an 84 to an 86. Called that out. Like I said, it just wasn't the price. Tyler Glasnow, I had a feeling he was going to go up, but I didn't get too invested into him at the right time. So I think I only got like one or two of them. I didn't really like it as much, but yeah, he does go up. Kevin Guzman, I called him a while ago, I think 2 videos ago, something like that. He does go diamond. He goes from an 82 to an 85 with how good he's pitching. You can see the ERA 1.38, whip of 0.68, 88 strikeouts. So he goes to diamond. Big jump. Lance Lynn hits diamond. Just needed the one. He's pitching really good too. So that one was more predictable. Christian Yelich is on the border of losing diamond. You can just look at his numbers right there. Granted, he has been hurt, so that does play into a factor. And that is it for the diamonds. You get Yuli, you get Glasnow, and Kevin Guzman, Lance Lynn. So 3 pitchers in this update. We go Marcus Semien. Obviously got the Player of the Month. At this point, I would expect to continue to hold him if you aren't already for Diamond. If he just keeps playing good, like average of what he was playing, I'll probably see the Diamond in the next upgrade. Jared Walsh goes up. He's been playing phenomenal. He's an 84. So we get quite a few people that are at 84 now. Starling Marte, Albies, Semien, Marte, both of Martes. I didn't know that. Joe Musgrove, Jared Walsh, Zach Wheeler goes up to an 84. Kimbrel goes to an 84. Carlos Correa goes up to an 84. So Kimbrel didn't hit diamond. He did get a save today, so that ups his saves. But he is an 84, so he's right on the border, and that's what we like for gold players. Carlos Carrera goes to an 84. Said it yesterday. His numbers look really good. He just needs a 1. Devin Williams drops off diamond. So does Karinchak, and he just hit diamond, so that's kind of a shock that they bumped him down already. But yeah, both of them, as well as Strasburg, lose diamond status, and that's pretty much how it goes. In order to get more diamonds, you got to knock a couple guys off. Chris Bryant only goes up 1. That was a little bit of a shock to me as well. I thought he'd at least get to an 84 with how good he's hitting, and he's a bigger name player. But anyway, he is an 83. We go to some of our other names. Carlos Rendon finally gets another upgrade. I think it's been long overdue with how good he's been pitching this season. So he's an 83. Altuve only jumps up 1. I was kind of shocked about that. But he is at an 83. So it just needs a +2 for the next roster update. Freddie Peralta, I called him out a while ago. I think it was one of the first ones, but He gets a jump up to an 83 as well. God, I'm lost for words. Shohei Ohtani goes up to an 83. I think the reason why he hasn't hit diamond or anything like that is just off of him being as a pitcher. I think if he was like a position player, he'd probably be diamond already. But seeing that they have him listed as a pitcher, which I think you have to at this point, just keep him as a pitcher. Don't try to do anything fancy with him. Gets up to an 83, so getting closer to diamond. Jesse Winker only goes up 1, and I think that shocked almost everybody with how good he's playing this season, that he only goes up 1. His price dropped quite a bit, so I think I'm going to probably load up on him quite a bit. And 82 overall, so the +3 to continue to go up to diamond. And then we'll go down. Oh no, sorry, I missed Escobar there. Escobar gets one of the bigger jumps from silvers to golds. I'm really surprised. I think it's more on his I don't even know. Maybe it's just his home runs, his runs, RBIs, but he does get bumped up to an 81. Apparently, average and on base don't play as much of a factor as I thought they did. But yeah, he goes to gold. Jose Abreu actually drops down. That was shocking to me since he's one of the league leaders in RBIs. I don't fully understand the process of how they do overall adjustments. For a guy that's, like I said, 47 RBIs. As far as yesterday, I believe it was leading the league in RBIs. 11 home runs, 30 runs, and he's got a 345 on base percentage. Of how that drops him down, but it does, which sucks because I invested quite a bit into him. But I guess it is what it is. Tyler O'Neill, he's probably one of my favorite cards. If you guys aren't using him, he's definitely worth the roster spot. I hit very, very good with him. He gets a bump up. His power goes up a little bit, but his contact against right goes up. The only thing that scares me off just a little bit is his vision goes down, and his discipline goes down. Brandon Crawford, I had a good feeling he was going to go up. He goes from a 78 to an 81. Got quite a bit of him, so I'm looking to sell him off soon. But yeah, another guy that goes gold. And Robbie Ray, I think based off of strikeouts alone, he was going to go up. Really good strikeout pitcher. And his ERA has gone down quite a bit lately. Chris Bassett, I thought he would go gold. I wasn't 100% confident on it, just based off his ERA, but the last about a month and a half of pitching, he's been pitching really good, so he gets a bump up to gold. Gruchek goes up. I called him out. The roster update before, and then the early look. So Gruchek goes up to gold, so can't wait to probably get most of him sold off. We lose Ryan Presley, drops down to a silver. Max Fried drops down to a silver. And then Will Myers. Gio drops down. So we get some names that drop down to a 79. So it's not like they can't necessarily go back up to gold. But with how much their prices drop, you might be able to get them for a very cheap price. Trevor May, I think, was one that kind of shocked me that he dropped out of gold. I figured he dropped down, but not fully out. Cedric Mullins was a big shock to the community. Just if you go and look on prices alone, he was selling for $1,000. Usually when players are selling for $1,000 below gold, a lot of people are invested into them. And I do mean a lot. It takes a lot for prices to manipulate higher or lower like that. You can see his contact goes up quite a bit, which is nice. But yeah, he's a 78, so he's getting pretty close to it. And then there was one other player I wanted to call out. If I can